thought maybe because I'm the only British one in the group I should show up with tea. Yep. Hello, my name is Kiera and welcome to 52 Hairs. I will upload every Sunday, and yeah, I'm really excited about this because I am really good friends with everyone in the group and we feel like a family, and it's just I'm just happy that this is a thing and that we all get along so well. So yeah, I asked people on Instagram and Twitter for questions, considering this is our first video and it's kind of like get to know me kind of thing. How are you so cute? I'm not. You are. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? It's a good question. I don't know. No, I'm gonna go with no, although it'd be interesting if it was true. What hair dye brands would you recommend? Arctic Fox, Crazy Colour, Directions. I don't know what I'm recommending them for, these are just all dyes I use. If you'd have specified whether you want the colour to stay long or to go quick or to run, bleed and ruin the fronty fringe. I go with Arctic Fox is probably the best brand I've used. What's your favourite season? Either autumn or spring, because it's kind of like one hoodie weather. Winter's two hoodie weather and then summer's no hoodie, and I like hoodies. So spring, autumn, I think I'll go with spring. Plus Easter and chocolate. What inspired you guys to do a collab channel? Well, me and Sammy, we've been friends since we joined our first collab channel. Well, it was my first anyway. And it went wrong. We went our separate ways, did our own thing, they went wrong, but we missed the idea of having a collab channel, and we thought, well, if we gather people we know, we're close to, and then make a close relationship, like this has been building for months and we've all become really good friends, rather than just rush into it and just be like, yeah, let's start right now. It was just, we missed it and we wanted to do it again, so we did. My best friend asked, who's your best pal? That would be you. Might insert a giant picture. Then my best friend also said, I wish I could actually think of good creative questions, but what's your favourite film that's not part of a famous franchise and why? I'd have to go with Third Star. It has Benedict Cumberbatch in it, which kind of why I watched it, but then the story is about he has cancer and he's terminally ill, he knows he's gonna die, and like he goes on a last adventure with his friends, and it's just an emotional roller coaster, and I think it's very underrated and I don't think many people know about it, but I'd probably go with that one. Why? Probably because it's underrated and it hit me in the feels. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? First thing I thought of was my boyfriend. Under the weird circumstances that me and my boyfriend met, I'd have to go with meeting him and, you know, us dating for how long we have. Yeah, I'm gonna go with meeting my boyfriend and getting to spend every day with him. Love you, Danny. If you would be a world leader, what's the first thing you would change? Something about dogs. Just dogs are like gods. Dogs would be on like money. Like if I was like, I don't know, the queen or something, I don't know, I wouldn't want my face on like the pound coins or the notes. I would want dogs on it. Just dogs. I like dogs a lot. So money is apparently what I'd change. Snog, marry, avoid, Trump, Clinton, Obama. Right. Snog Obama. Avoid Clinton and marry Trump just for the lols. And my boyfriend underneath commented, Trump, Trump, Trump. So, brilliant. What are all the colours you've dyed your hair before? Holy crap. Pink, purple, but wait, go around the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow. I haven't done all yellow hair. I've done like pink with yellow bit in it, so I've never gone all yellow, so it's an idea for the future. Green, I've done plenty of times. Blue, done plenty of times. This is gonna go blue. Purple, pink, rainbow. I've had rainbow hair. I haven't done grey. Don't want to do grey either. I don't think it'd suit me. I'm too pale. It'll make me look not pale, and that scares me. I've done, obviously, black, done brown, done blonde, done the Alsatian colours in between. I think I've done every colour. Yeah. One of my friends, you're on an island with terrible internet and it can only handle one device and you can only have one item of technology to keep in touch with civilization elsewhere. Which do you pick? If you can only have one item of technology, then I'd like to bring my DS to keep me entertained. You can also access the internet on it. I mean, poorly, very, 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 very poorly, but it's like you can't really play Pokemon on your phone without... As long as I can play Pokemon on something but then keep in touch, I don't think I mind. Priorities playing Pokemon or keeping in touch with civilization. How old were you when you became emo? 11 or 12. I was definitely 12. And it makes me laugh because I look like how my brother did when he was 15. He's not 15 anymore and neither am I. I'm just like... I've stole your sense of fashion and kept it forever. Favourite colour? Green, but blue is pretty close. How many hair colours have you had? I'm not going to count that. I mentioned them, but there's way too many. I've lost count. Like different shades and stuff. Where's your favourite place? In Danny's arms. And at gigs. Dream job. Ooh, I used to want to be a journalist, and I wanted to be a photographer, and then I wanted to be a radio presenter. I still like the idea of being a radio presenter, but it's scary. I don't really have a dream job. Dream job is not to work, I guess. Or work for, like, something Pokemon related, that'd be cool. I'd like to be a photographer, but it's, like, no money. So, do you like animals? Yes, I do. Do you have any pets? I have 2 dogs and a brother. Do you miss being in DDID, the old collab channel I was in? I do and I don't. I do because it was, you know, it was fun and we all talked to each other and, you know, it was great and everything. But because I was running it, it was really stressful for me and I won't want to run something like that again. I like the idea of everyone sharing and contributing and I think, like, the people who I was, like, speaking with, like, the people who were in it were, like, a bit too young, I guess. Not that, like, they weren't mature or anything, it was just the humour didn't match up with mine and it was a bit of a clash and it was doomed to fail, but yeah, I do miss it a little bit. Favourite band? Set It Off. Oh yeah, I realise this is a new video, people might not know that. Yeah, Set It Off. Meant to put a Set It Off t-shirt on, but no. Emo as hell. Yeah, you'll be hearing a lot about Set It Off and I'm sorry. Is there any more questions? Did you ever have long hair, and if you did, were you worried to cut it off at first? I cut it off out of stress. I got a haircut because I was stressed out and I needed more time to do things rather than just dry my hair and straighten it, and I just haven't grown it out since. So I didn't really think about it, it was sort of spontaneous. If you could kill one family member, who would it be? I don't want to kill any of my family. It was like, if you had no choice but to. No, I couldn't. Even if my life depended on it, I don't think I could. And lastly, my boyfriend asked, John Cena or Roman Reigns? I hate them both. John Cena's pants, but so is Roman Reigns. But Roman Reigns is more my aesthetic than John Cena, so I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. No. Even just watching them wrestle, I'd rather not watch them at all. So, thanks for that, Danny. yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll be uploading every Sunday, and yeah. Like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz, and all the links to my social media and 52Hertz social media is in the description. And what else? Bluey the whale. And my tea is probably going cold. I'll see you next Sunday.